FaTTrak.com.
Music Blog Exclusive.
All right, Fat Trackers. Tonight we got one of New York's finest. You know, his resume precedes him. It's the amount of places that he's been at is unbelievable. Give it up for DJ Vybe. Vybe, how you doing, man?
Yo, what's good? What's good? How you feeling, Cam?
I'm good, man. You know, I appreciate you taking some time out to talk to us, you know.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you to FaTTrak for having me on here.
From New York, too. I'm from Brooklyn, Canarsie. So, you know,
yes, sir.
It's good to talk to another New Yorker, you know what I'm saying, so we can relate on certain things.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. Brooklyn is popping. I'm down in Brooklyn quite often. And, you know what I'm saying, but mainly I live up in the suburbs. It's to keep it calm and smooth as opposed to a lot of ratchetness going on all day long.
I feel you. The city is bananas, man. The city is crazy. That's why I moved out of there. I live down in the South now. So you're from New York. We already know that. And how long you been in the game, man? How long you been DJing?
A little bit of a background on that. I actually started DJing back in, I'm gonna say, when I was about 13, 14 years old and whatnot. I did it throughout high school and whatnot under another DJ name. It was actually DJ Dupree at that time. 23, I went off the scene because some life changes happened, some positive life changes happened, started a family, got married, all that kind of stuff. So I kind of stepped off the scene for a while and relocated and whatnot. But then I decided to get back into it probably about five and a half years ago. And and for the last 3 years or so, I've been noted as one of the top 150 DJs in the country. So proud of that. So that's what's up.
One of the top 150 DJs and out of 2,800 DJs, to be on the national DJ ranking, for hip hop and R&B, that's a big deal. That's very commendable. A lot of people are trying to get halfway to that level, and it's not an easy thing to do. It's definitely a feat.
I agree, definitely.
So we know that you do the hip hop thing and the R&B stuff. But give us a little insight on your musical taste. Like, what's DJ Vybe into? What is he listening to? What's in your CD player? Stuff like that. What do you do?
Being candid, my listening tastes are very diverse. I know a lot of people say that. Me personally, I listen to everything. My kids trip out sometimes because I'm in the car and I be listening to rock and roll. I be playing, even when I make my mix CDs and so forth, I throw stuff out there for the Latinos and Latinas. Salsa, merengue, bachata, the cumbia, hip hop, obviously R&B, rock, classic rock, EDM, even a little bit of Jersey club. I even rock a little bit of country. I'm a thoroughbred DJ, and I I'm an urban night, but don't get it twisted. My range is crazy because you got to be like that to be thorough for everything else that's not urban. And there's a lot more of everything else out there that's not urban as far as events and bookings than there is.
Exactly. I totally agree with you. You got to be well-rounded. You know what I'm saying? I know. I'm one of the guys. You might catch me at the stoplight bumping some country or some Luke Bryan's or something, because, you got to be able to appeal to a different kind of, audience every time you go out there to play. So I know where you're coming from.
Definitely.
So you say you do the EDM stuff too. What do you think about the rise of EDM in the music industry right now? What are your feelings about that?
Basically, from my point of view, what's happened over the years is that in the late 70s, early 80s, there was a big disco era, and disco back then was basically fast tempo R&B. But now, then you have the 80s, the hardcore 80s, and then the 90s, 80s new wave, and then the 90s, and then 90s sound was crazy, and then 2000s, and then something happened, and then the twerk came back out. But on top of the twerking starting to come out, you also had the rise of disco-style R&B now. So a lot of the EDM that's really out there, you got stuff like Hardwell and whatnot, like that's hardcore, Jersey, straight electronica. But then a lot of the EDM, like the Neo and whatnot, and the Usher, that's basically, it's mainstream, it's it's basically disco all over again, fast tempo R&B. with EDM backgrounds, traps, and things of that nature. So it's really all the same. It's just trying to deliver it to people in a different way.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely an amalgamation of different types of music that are popular music out there. So, they're just bringing it together. I mean, just like, you have artists like Diplo, Major Lazer, Jack U, the way that they fuse the music together, not like sticking to one genre. I think that's very commendable on those guys. And, and the shit goes hard in the club. And that's what the people...
Yeah, definitely pops off in the club and whatnot, you know what I'm saying, it's EDM and whatnot, especially when I'm in Jersey. When I'm in Jersey, they go crazy for me out there, but, the EDM is definitely, I rock EDM when I can get away with it, depending on the crowd set. You can't get away with it everywhere, but I get away with it when I can.
Yeah. I mean, they got some pretty good remixes out there, especially trap remixes. The trap music is a little bit easier to mix into your sets and stuff like that. To give people a little bit of taste of what's out there, not just what's mainstream. But definitely. Let's switch it a little bit. Talk about a little bit about hip hop. What do you think about the new age hip hop that we got going on here? All these Fetty Waps, the Drakes and all these guys. I mean, what do you think about the new hip hop as compared to what we grew up with and stuff like that?
Hands down. I mean, just say it for the record, straight up. Listen, I could put on any joint that comes out today. Just about any joint that come out within the last 10 years. 15 years, and I could throw on a Biggie joint that'll blow that shit out the water every time. So, I mean, it all depends on the lyricist you're talking about. But for me, Biggie is still the ruler of the kingdom that are alive. That said, Drake and Kanye and Fetty Wap and all of them. As a matter of fact, I just was at a Fetty Wap Chris Brown concert the other night, taking my daughter out for her 16th birthday. But there's nothing wrong with those artists. They doing their thing and they're trying to create music. I don't really try to hate. I just try to follow the groove, you know what I'm saying? And I give the people what they want. So if he's got something, or Drake or whoever, if they got something that's hot, it's hot. But at the same time, I'm not, even when I'm on the air, I'm not gonna pop your song 15 times, in a 24-hour period or whatever the case may be. I don't like the fact that they're monopolizing the airwaves to a degree, because there's a lot of shit that's not being heard at all. Like a lot. I mean, there's groups out there, even 90s artists or whatnot, that's still making music, but they're not getting the airplay because they don't have the concert demand, like they used to have, if you will. So they're not getting the airplay. Airplay is all tied into, concert demands and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? If you have a high demand to be performing at concerts and things like that, well, 9 times out of 10, the radio station or whoever the broadcaster is going to pick up tickets for those concerts and do contests and things like that. So it all kind of goes hand in hand. More power to them. But yeah, how they're monopolizing on the radio and a lot of stuff is not being heard is kind of crazy. I mean, it's kind of whack. It kind of makes you... It's a turn on to some degree because it makes the song hot, but at the same time it's monotonous. There's a lot of stuff that just is not out there.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that. They pretty much play the same things over and over and over, and I can understand trying to, please the audience, because that's what the callers are calling up the radio station and stuff like to hear and stuff like that. But there is a lot of music out there that is not getting heard. And the mainstream media, as in internet radio and radio stations and stuff like that, they have the power to get that music out there, but it seems like they would know how to play all the pop stuff, and it's pretty much like a merry-go-round. It's just the same shit over and over and over again.
Exactly, and that's why you see a lot of unsigned or independent labels. They're starting to go into overseas markets, rightfully so, because the overseas markets are bigger for hip hop and whatnot, but also just online media platforms for a lot of their music pushes.
Right. In your opinion, who you think is on top of the rap game right now? And who do you like right now? Whose flow you feeling right now?
Oh man, I don't even really know like that right now. I don't know right now. I can't even put my hand on it because Nobody's really come out with a whole album that has been fire, you know what I'm saying, through and through. I mean, you figure you get 15, 20 songs on the album, 2 or 3 of them might not be all that hot, but, nobody's really had a really solid hot album in a long time, you know what I'm saying, that you could listen to back to back, you know what I'm saying? I think the last person that made a back-to-back album that you can really listen to front to back was R. Kelly. That's more R&B type stuff, but still, that was like the last one that I really heard. So I don't even know if I can really thoroughly answer that question, but definitely, Drake, J. Cole, all those cats is doing their thing. All those cats is doing their thing, and they got some fire that they putting out there. But as far as I'm not ready to give nobody the title of the hottest out right now. Obviously Meek Mills and Drake, they're making a lot of noise. So, power goes to whomever's able to make the most noise. Though that's how it goes.
Yeah. The most noise, you're gonna get noticed.
Basically.
What direction, do you see hip hop going right now? I mean, you think it's getting softer? You see them getting harder? You see them going back to like a 90s, like a Biggie, Tupac style, or do you see going in an entirely different direction?
I think the 90s is coming. The 90s is coming back a little bit. You're gonna see some of that 90s come back around. Everything. If you really just look at history, everything is cyclical, man. It all comes back around. It's like even crazy, like right now, like I'm starting to see kids hanging out. They got high tops and flat tops, you know what I'm saying? Stuff that we was rocking back in the day, and Money earning, Mount Vernon, doing like that from down in the city. Everything comes back around. You know what I'm saying? That disco, like going back to that fast R&B, high tempo R&B and stuff like that. That like I said, Neo artists like that are coming out with or had out for a while. That's all coming back from that 70s vibe, you know what I'm saying? Now you got some heads that are actually coming back in the rock game. Like rock was really strong in like the 80s and the early 90s, and it kind of faded off the picture. No, I don't want to say faded. I mean, for hardcore rock lovers, yeah, there was always stuff that was coming out. But for people that didn't listen to rock, that got caught up into a song, like it's like I can go to a party. It might be hip hop, but I might be able to drop Uma Thurman or something like that. The way it keeps the rhythm flowing. So from that standpoint, I'm thinking the 90s is coming back. I've been in touch with some of these 90s artists and whatnot that that I connect with, and that's my people. And they sending me tracks and whatnot. Sparkle, shout out to Sparkle. You know what I'm saying? She just sent me 2 projects like a month ago. They've been on the show, been on the air. You know what I'm saying? She's got some fire out. My boy Rampage, of Deep Freeze Entertainment, he got fire coming out. Eric Sermon from EPMD, he's about to drop a new album. You know what I'm saying? The Wu-Tang is about to drop a new album. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I got some Wu-Tang fire that ain't even out yet. You know what I'm saying? That's exclusive right now. And man, the Wu, let me just add, been dropping shit since, still been dropping shit. People think, the Wu's coming back. Nah, they didn't leave. They're like, I got stuff going back for 10 years from the Wu that's fire. You know what I'm saying? The fire shit. Especially from Ghostface. But anyway, so that's my take on that.
That's what's up, man. Big shout out to Wu-Tang Clan, the legends in the game, you know what I'm saying? Can't touch them motherfuckers.
Hardcore shit. So it's about to come back, you know what I mean? It's about to come back because, the reality is the message. If you're gonna make music, but some of the roots of hip hop is lost, and it needs some really fire artists to really bring it back and not make it all about disrespecting people. Sometimes it gotta be positive. There's not enough positive music out there and like that.
So, speaking about being on that topic of positive, what would you like to see happen in hip hop right now? What direction would you like to see it go?
Hip hop is not really the state that hip hop is in right now. Is a state of not getting on the airwaves. Once you fix that, everybody will start to see that it never really was going. You got to realize that the perception that hip hop is weaker or there's not enough people in the game or wasn't like it used to be. That's not necessarily true. There's a lot of fallacy and misbeliefs in that. Because again, as a DJ, I'm getting a lot of stuff that's either exclusive or that's coming out that may not be in your top 100 Billboard list. That's fire. You know what I'm saying? I throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? Other DJs are gonna throw it out there, maybe on a mix show here and there, but not making top 40 lists or something like that. I think, matter of fact, now that I think about it, they did eliminate the top 40 list. Billboard just did that. Now there's no more top 40. It's all only the top 100.
Yeah, just top 100. Speaking about the DJ, I mean, you know, and getting on the unsigned tracks and stuff like that. What do you think the purpose of the DJ within the music industry is? You know, what does the DJ bring to the table?
Well, DJs fulfill a lot of different roles. First and foremost, contrary to popular belief and paying for advertising packages and all of that, the DJ is still the cheapest yet most lucrative vehicle you can use to get your music out there. That's point blank, hands down. So for all the people listening, tuned in, that are going, and don't get me wrong, do what you gotta do, pay for all your packages and whatever the case may be, and etc. Do what you gotta do to promote yourself, but understand something. While you're networking and on the computer, Twittering away and all of that, you need to be networking hardcore with DJs. And don't get it twisted, DJs are about making money, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna cost you, but the dollars you're gonna spend on a DJ rocking your joint weekly on air, on this show, whatever the case may be, is going to be more cost effective than putting it out there in some type of mass iTunes advertisement or something like that. You know, so that's number one. Number two, as far as the purpose they fulfill, DJs who are professional DJs in certified record pools, and I mean certified, the DJs act as a liaison when you're in a record pool between the artist and their label and the public. They're the first stop to getting the music before it's aired to the audiences. And if you're in a certified, record pool, they're getting your feedback as a DJ on that track directly going into the hands of the management of the artist and the record label. So it might be, Drake 0 to 100 drops. You know what I'm saying? Before that comes out and you start hearing it, we're getting it, several weeks in advance. For them to know, okay, this is hot, the DJs are gonna play it. So therefore, since they're saying it's hot and we're gonna play it, they're willing to play it, so they're gonna give us. And you give ratings, a little bit of airplay, a lot of airplay, and based off those ratings, that's what triggers the companies, the record labels, to produce videos and other content for in relation to those songs, and to invest. It's basically, it also helps the labels out too, because then a lot of times they'll end up saving money by not putting money into a dud by doing test trials with DJs. And there's like I said, there's thousands and thousands of DJs in the world. How many of them are in certified record pools? That I can't say, but I would imagine a good 60-70% of them are.
Right. I think I agree with you. Get the DJ. I think DJ plays a very very important part. I think I also think that a lot of artists kind of forgot the importance of the DJ, because the DJ is the one out in the clubs actually playing the music for the people. And to try and to get your music out there, to see the whether you got a hit or not. The DJ is definitely that liaison between the artist and the public. And I think a lot of artists out there kind of forgot that because of the explosion of social media and how quote unquote easy it is to get the music out there. But they really forgot the importance of the DJ, because you can put your music out there and stuff like that, and maybe a couple people will hear it, and listen to it. But it's the DJ who's the one who will mix it right and put it out in the right time, in the right crowd, at the right fucking hour of the night. That's
exactly.
That's what the DJ does, and he plays a very integral part in getting that music out there. But we as DJs gotta make it known out there that they need us. I don't think a lot of artists believe that they need the DJs. And everybody thinks they can DJ now. I mean, shit, look at what's happening. You speak about controllers and stuff. I started on vinyl too, and that's I tell everybody, every young DJ coming up, controllers are cool and stuff like that, and I've used CDJs, and when I play in the club, I'm not gonna lie, I use a DJ SZ, but you have to know the fundamentals about DJing before you go out and buy you a $200 controller and expect yourself to be considered a legitimate DJ, because true DJs are not going to respect you because you don't know what it really took to get to the level that they're at.
Or some DJs, they want to charge some incredible outrageous fee, and then all they're doing is they're fading the song in and out. Like, come on.
Yeah. Definitely. What advice would you give to up and coming DJs, on getting the big gigs like the 4040 Club and stuff like that? What would you tell, guy coming up? What advice would you give him in order to be successful?
Man, I don't want to give away too many secrets, but
come on, man.
I mean, the root of it is just practicing your skill set, blending, knowing how to blend. You don't have to be a scratch master. Not every DJ needs to be a scratch master, but every DJ does need to be a blender and a mixer. If you don't have those two that skill set down pat, you can't really keep things moving. You know what I'm saying? You're always going to be in a start and stop scenario. So mixing and blending are first and foremost. Once you do that, and with a basic foundation of timing and music, the rest becomes simple. If you want to take it to the next level and go into turntablism and proclaim yourself as a scratch master, then there are other techniques, but don't get it twisted, because it's like sometimes I give lessons to kids and whatnot. Come out with a term, they'll be like, yeah, crab scratch. What's that? I didn't know that there was terms for it. Yeah, baby scratch, crab scratch. You got a rip, double rip. There's that's all musical intelligence that people fail to get, and that's one of the reasons why I perform. It's like somebody said to me, he says, I'm willing to pay to go somewhere where you're at, because I know, he's saying me, not necessarily just me, but other DJs like me, Envy and so forth, that put on a show. There's more of a show as opposed to just music playing throughout the night.
I agree. You definitely have to be able to hold the crowd and, and command the crowd, whether it's 50 people or 150 people, you got to be able to, and more. You have to be able to move that crowd and perform, because it is a performance. It's not just, playing, music, you can do that. You just need to, if everybody could, do what a professional DJ did, then there would be no need for a performance. But people go out, they want to be shown a performance, and enjoy themselves, not just hear a song end and then go into another song. So yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. So where can the public come see, DJ Vybe? I mean, what you got on your agenda? What's your calendar looking like?
A lot of my calendar is a lot of private bookings. A lot of people, will come through my website and through other means, whether it be through booking agents and so forth, but they book me for private events. So I'm not really heavy in the clubs and into a lot and doing a lot of public events and so forth. You know what I'm saying? I do outdoor festivals and whatnot during the summertime, but a lot of my bookings are private events, and it's unfortunate because I do a lot of times get a
club that wants to book me, a lot of times it's already scooped up by a wedding or a birthday party or something like that. But in reality, to you know, many DJs that are out there, when they're in the clubs, you know, the nightclub itself is a platform for the DJ to basically take their first step. You know what I'm saying? Nightclub DJs, believe it or not, don't make a lot of money. You know, unless you're big. Now, if you're a big time, you know, name, you got some recognition behind yourself. You know, like myself or some of these other DJs that are, you know, getting $100,000 a night, then that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, just average DJs in themselves, you know, the nightclub is just a stepping stone. You DJ in the nightclub so that you can eventually gain enough notoriety for people to book you off of the nightclub scene. And that's where I've accomplished. That's you know, where I envisioned myself when I was in the nightclub scene back in the day to where I'm at now. And I'm at where I want to be, which is not necessarily in the club scene all the time. You know, when I come out, it's a special occasion or something like that, or some exclusive shit like the 4040. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, there's not a lot of money in nightclubs. There's more money in private affairs, DJing at spots like the Tribeca Rooftop. You know, multi-million-dollar locations essentially.
Definitely, I definitely agree with you on that. I mean, you know, the fact remains that, you know, the word DJ, quote unquote, and the profession is so saturated with you know, people that would, you know, you as a professional, say when it comes to nightclubs and stuff like that, might you know, you have a certain amount that you're expecting to receive for your services, and then you got the young guy coming up and, you know, to do anything, you'll probably DJ for a bar tab and some skills. You know what I'm saying? And then you got, you know, the owners of these bars and stuff like that or whatever. You know,
it's like sometimes people will be up and be like, "Oh, how much do you charge?" And I give them the price, and they be like, "Oh, what? That's too much." I swear to God, I had this one lady. She almost cursed me out. She's like, "Yo, are you crazy?" She's like, "Yeah, there's no way I'm paying a DJ more than $250." I was like, she's like, "What can I get for $250?" I was like, I sent her a link in the email to the Best Buy boombox section. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, yo, there's a lot that goes into this game. Like, yo, people think this shit is light. It's not light. That's why you see a lot of DJs, like DJ Khaled, for example. Don't get me wrong, you know, big shout out to DJ Khaled. Once he became big in production, he doesn't really DJ joints like that no more, because there's a lot that has to go into it. And if you're in the studio all the fucking time producing tracks, you're gonna be somewhat behind on the DJ game. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot, it takes a lot to go into this, listening to records and whatnot. I mean, in a week's time, it used to be maybe 100 to 150 records coming out a week. You go to the record pool now, it's like 150 every 2 days. Then across multiple genres, that shit is insane. DJ like that, but that's another reason why a lot of DJs, they tend to specialize in just doing, you know, hip hop and R&B or urban versus, you know, a full spread like myself, because it's a lot that goes into keeping up with all that music, and you know, it's not a game.
It definitely is, and you know, I don't think, you know, the business people, i.e. the club owners and, you know, the event planners and stuff like that, really see what it actually takes to be, you know, to go out there and DJ for them, you know, especially if you go and DJ event and you got to take, you know, speakers and a table and all your stuff, and, you know, you got to set up and make sure it sounds right, because if your shit sounds whack, they're going to tell you, you know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you're at the top of your game and be able to handle any situation. On top of that, have every single track that you believe that somebody's going to, you know, might come up and ask you for, especially when you're doing weddings. You know what I'm saying? They give you a track list, and then, you know, they got 100, 150, 200, 300, you know, maybe 1,000 people at a wedding, and you got 500 motherfuckers coming up to you asking for a song, you know, and you got to be able to adapt to that situation, because they don't really understand what it really takes you know, what you do behind the scenes, how much work it is. You know, it's a lot of work, and you know, all they think you do, and you know, that's kind of you know, one of the downsides from all these young kids who, you know, everybody who wants to be a quote unquote DJ coming up and you know, just playing for $150 or $200, you know, stuff like that. You know, they kind of, sadly, you know, the more established DJs to kind of suffer when it comes to getting paid. You know, because
because they're used to that cheap price or whatnot. Definitely, yeah. But there's like it is a lot that goes into a lot of research, a lot of listening, you know, both ways. I mean, for the average 4-hour party, I do. Probably behind the scenes, I do probably about 3 days worth of preparation for that 1 4-hour party.
Yeah, trust me. I totally understand where you're coming from. I mean, man, I DJ Friday and Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I can't go with and you know, every other week, sometimes 2-3 weeks in a row. And you know, people coming out, you can't play the same shit every week. I'm definitely not in the same order. You know? Yeah,
that's the other thing, and that's what discourages people from coming out to the same spot. It's like if you got a spot and there's a resident DJ, it's like, man, you know, after 2, maybe 3 weeks of coming out to that spot, you don't want to hear that same shit. And then if you do got to hear the same shit, you want to hear it differently somehow. So that's another thing that I pride myself on. It's like when people book me repeatedly, you know, when I do, you know, annual, biannual, or monthly events and so forth, some people want to hear that same shit over again because that's what they're used to. That's what they want to hear. Oh, I hear this is all. I want to hear the shit that's on the radio. Don't we hear enough of that shit? You know what I'm saying? I hear something different tonight. But yeah, but you know, like, and that's not trying to knock the radio. They're doing, they got to do what they got to do. But at the same time, it's like, yo, it becomes monotonous. I had one DJ, another DJ. I won't name. He tried to kind of make fun of me because I make a playlist for my events, as opposed to him where he just goes and freestyles. And I noticed attending 2 of his events. Yeah, the second event he switched it up in the beginning, came in with a little different. Some different genre, some house or whatever to come in with something to switch it up. But then when it got popping, he came back to the same shit. You know what I'm saying? That he played, you know, 2 weeks ago. So it's like, I hear you. You're saying that. But what I'm trying to tell you, if you pay attention, is like, yo, listen, there's too much music out there to not prepare for your shit. Because A, you're going to miss something, and B, you know what I'm saying, I can't remember every goddamn song, you know what I'm saying, at least off the top of my head all the time, especially when you mix in going from front to back and forth, from old school to new school, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Now if I throw something on to trigger something in my mind, that's different, but I can't remember every goddamn song. And then C, on top of that, you end up playing the same shit over and over again. It's not good. You gotta incorporate 50% of some new shit, unheard of shit, and other 50% of the shit that everybody is hearing.
You know, especially when it comes to events, you know, the having a playlist is definitely a lifesaver. Definitely a lifesaver. You know, it's the smart thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Freestyling in the club is one thing, but you know, you gotta also be smart. You gotta, you know, your popular song.
I don't get it twisted. Freestyle within that, and go outside that playlist, but I want to have a general track that I'm on for that event. I want to know the vibe I'm gonna set. I don't like to be just all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So then when you set a certain tone, if and when people make requests, it'll be within that tone. You feel what I'm saying? As opposed to them coming with some left field shit where you gotta be like, nah, I can't play that.
I feel
what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm blessed. I don't get many requests when I'm out DJing. I don't get too many requests, and you know, from what I've been told, that's the mark of a really great DJ. When you're getting a lot of requests, especially from youngsters, when you're doing teenage affairs, that they're requesting shit, song after song, you're not playing the right shit that they want to hear. And I don't get many requests. And even when I get them, it's something that I was gonna play. It's just I ain't playing it right now.
Exactly. That's my problem. That I have. You know, everybody want to hear what they hear on the radio, but you can't hear. You know, I can't play you, Trap Queen at 11 o'clock. You need to hold on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Like that, all the hot shit. You want all the hottest of the hot shit, turn up shit or whatever. You gotta wait on that for a minute, yo. Everybody want to hear this shit right away. Come on, chill out.
Nah, exactly.
Chill out.
Go get you a couple Red Bull and vodka. You know, listen to this Biggie track. You know, listen to this one more chance, and get your head right. Go find you a girl to dance with. So when I play that trap thing, you know you ready to roll.
Yeah. Yeah, but see something like that. He was the old school too, but even that's when I hit him with a lot of the underground shit. I mean, shit that people's couple that done came out with that ain't even really out there, the freestyles and whatnot. You know, whatever, reggaeton, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the set. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm actually prepping. It's funny when you were saying when you mentioned Luke Bryan earlier, because I just finished updating my library, 2-3 more of his songs. Because I got to do a joint this weekend with some country rock and mainstream. Yeah,
that's definitely important down here in the South. You know, you got to have that country, the popular country tracks, because them girls want to hear that. You know, it's an entirely different scene down here than it is in New York. You know. It's different.
I actually DJed in North Carolina. I didn't come down to Charleston, but I DJed in town over from Raleigh. I can't remember the name of the town. Yeah, it's basically somebody's private house. You know what I'm saying? This dude, he came up to New York for a wedding, and at the end of the wedding, he was just like, "Yo, listen, I'm gonna pay you to come down to my crib and DJ at my barbecue because the way your shit sounds is incredible." Yeah, not only are you playing the right shit, but the shit is clear as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he paid me to come. He was true to his word. The following year, he booked me to come down there and DJ at his crib. Yeah, but yeah, that's the type of energy I'm talking about. I ain't mean to cut you off on that.
So are you doing any producing or anything like that, or you staying away from that?
Nah, I don't really get into the production of things. You know what I'm saying? If when artists is doing something and they want me to come up in the studio and cut and scratch on a track or something like that. Like I was just up in the studio, up in Quad Studios. I was just up in Quad Studios. Big shout out to Oda Addict, Osha Shakira. As a matter of fact, my boy's birthday was just yesterday, so double big shout out to O. Happy birthday, boy. But yeah, he's we do something like that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as that goes, I don't get into the whole production and all of that. That's not my gambit. You know what I'm saying? Like Oprah says, stay in your lane.
Word, that's what's up. All right, man. Well, that's pretty much all I got for you right now. Go ahead and do all your plugs. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and shout out everybody you need to shout out. You know.
Big shout out to my wifey. Big shout out to my daughters, my family. Big shout out to FaTTrak. Make sure you guys get in. We got the top 25 independent artists contest going down on the FaTTrak blog. So make sure you connect with us on Twitter. Make sure you connect with me on Twitter at Real DJ Vybe. That's RealDJVYBE.com. Remember, don't get it twisted. It's Vibe with a Y. Hit me up at RealDJVybe.com. We just opened up the swag shop. You know what I'm saying? You go on the swag shop and get yourself, ladies, you can get yourself some tees, some sexy tees. We got some sexy panties out there for the ladies, you know what I'm saying, to support the Vibe brand. You know what I'm saying? Get your Vibe coffee mugs, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do, it's on there. All freebies with the cell phone wallpapers and all that jazz. So go and grab that. You know what I mean? Make sure you keep it funky, vibe more. And holla at your boy.
That's what's up. And once again, I'd like to give a big shout out to DJ Vybe for joining us here on FaTTrak.com. One of our interviews. Don't forget to go become a member and check out the competition like DJ Vybe said. And we catch everyone on the next interview. All right, this is DJ Cam. Holla at your boy.
Holla.
FaTTrak.com. Music Blog Exclusive.